Things we do to go find the Marree Man. Yes, this is a challenging part of the trek. We have to climb up this rock ledge to get to the top, and we've got some weird angles here. So anything worth doing is not going to be easy. Well, we're just outside of Tibooburra. We're in Sturt National Park, and we're on the middle road heading west towards Cameron's Corner and also the old Strzelecki track where we'll camp tonight. Made it to Cameron's Corner. Yippee! It's been a pretty uneventful drive, which is great. We really don't need mishaps. A lot of motorcyclists on the road, just the right temperature, about 23 degrees Celsius. So that is fantastic. Alright, so we're going to have a break here, check on the roads going forward now. Into South Australia. Road restrictions. It's all yellow. To Lyndhurst. Cameron's Quarter to Murty. Murty is closed. Well, we're supposed to go to Murty. Murty to Inaminka. Well, I guess all the... okay, we're closed. We can't get to Murty. We might have to go all the way down on sealed roads. Back to Tibooburra. Oh, how fun it is. I guess we're going to go into Cameron's Corner and just find out what's happening here. What is it about this road to Murty that's closed? Yes, there are wet sections there, so that must be all underwater or something. Anyway, we'll go check out the publican at Cameron's Corner here. And it may just be a one-way trip to as far as we can go to see why we can't go any further.
The joys of travel with Adventure8.
Good news, bad news. That sign there hasn't worked for a long time, but the road to Murty was opened about 3 weeks ago, so a lot of water has come down. That it closed off all the roads. Murty is open. Going south along the Strzelecki to Lyndhurst is also open. That's our plan. Yes, so Cameron's Corner. It's a corner of 3 states: New South Wales, South Australia, Queensland. And there is a roadhouse. That's this one here. Very nice roadhouse. Very friendly publicans. Oh, just a quick note while you're watching this video. I'm not sure whether you knew, but I'm associated with a number of companies, and those companies can provide discounts to my viewers and subscribers. So all you need to do is go to adventure8.com.au. Just click on the website. Yes, just go shop discounts and you find all the different companies that I'm associated with. So for example, SwiftX, so you can set up a crypto exchange and get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. iTech World for camping, lithium batteries, backup systems for your home. Red Tiger for dash cams, Vamos electric bikes, and all sorts of different discount levels are available, and there are discount codes associated with each one of those, whether it be Adventure8 or something else. So just go to the website. I hope you can take advantage of the discounts, and back to the video. And they've even got a golf course here, 9-par golf course. So 3 holes in South Australia, 3 holes in New South Wales, 3 holes in Queensland. I have to come back and play it. Alright, so we're going to go find a lunch spot somewhere out in the desert and continue our journey. This is our lunch spot. Just on the edge of Well, I'm not sure. South Australia. Vegemite sandwich. About 24 degrees. The flies aren't too bad, they could be a lot worse, that's for sure. So, yeah, the track is open, which is good. And there's still supposed to be a lot of water in Lake Eyre. The most that there's been for many decades, apparently. The floodplain across in Inaminka, which is normally where the Cooper Creek flows, apparently some of those sections there are 10 kilometres wide as far as the water level is concerned. So a lot of the tracks going north are closed now, and hopefully we'll see that we'll be able to get through the Strzelecki track down to Lyndhurst and back up to Marree, where we're staying the night. From Marree there is a possibility to get a light aircraft flight over Lake Eyre. Not sure whether we'll be able to do that or not, but anyway, we'll see. And from there, going back around west of Lake Eyre, you can get to William Creek. But before William Creek we go searching for the Marree Man. Yeah, Marree Man is there somewhere. And also there is a sidetrack leading to the North Lake Eyre. And that's a unique spot if we can get to it, because at that point, there's a point within the lake where you can get sunset and have the sunset over the lake, and also you can get sunrise in the morning over the lake as well. That's the plan if we can get there. All right, enjoy my lunch with the flies until the next part. What are you doing, Leah?
Toilet fitness for the bush. Squatting is essential.
Oh, it's nice to set up camp early. So we found ourselves a sand dune right next to, from the drone footage, you'll see a river. And that river is going between two sand dunes. And it's flowing down towards Lake Eyre, I'm pretty sure. But I'll check my facts. I'll update the video. And we're here for the sunset. It's going to be fantastic. This entire valley between the two sand dunes. The sand dunes run parallel here, north-south, from north to the south, vice versa. So all the water that's flowing down from Queensland, from the mountains, from the Great Dividing Range, eventually all flows inland to Lake Eyre, which is also, better check my facts, but something like 20 odd or 40 meters below sea level. That's a massive amount of water. And we've had this wet period for the last 10 years where it's just been flowing down inland, and particularly earlier this year, we've had a lot of rainfall in Australia, and all of that's going inland, and it slowly seeps here down the rivers. A lot of the desert tracks here have been closed, and this one is now open to Marree, so that's be on the map. And then we can travel south down to Lyndhurst and eventually to Marree. Yes! But you know, when traveling in the desert and Central Australia, you basically have to have your goal to sort of get somewhere, but then you're going to have to change your plans on a daily basis to actually work out how you're going to get there. And but that's all part of the adventure. And having a good vehicle and the right equipment can make it all so much more fun. So we're right here, we're on top of the sand dune with my trusty steed, Toyota Land Cruiser. It's 15 years old now, 220,000 kilometers, but you know, we'll put up another 200,000, another 10 years or so, who knows. Safari Leica, non-safari Leica. So I'm finding I'm using the 28mm f2 about the same amount as I'm using the 90mm f2. Using the 90mm, particularly out here in the desert locations, as my landscape lens, and once I'm on location in campsites, I'm shooting with the 28, both night skies as well as the surrounding campsites. But heading down to the river now, and let's go check it out. We're heading south now to Lyndhurst and down the Strzelecki track. And this is a location called Monte Collina Bore. So it is a camp location. This is really interesting. I mean, we're already at about 0 meters above sea level here, and we're actually going down slightly as you know all the water flows towards Lake Eyre, which is about 20 or 30 meters below sea level. But this bore here is a good indication of how much water was around. It's only probably about 4 weeks ago, maybe a bit more, maybe a couple of months ago. And we've got you know, a bit of a sand dune here, and you can see the water lines at the different stages, and it would have got as high as right up here. So there you go. So the four-wheel drive would be underwater at this stage, but that's how much water comes in here sometimes when there's a lot of rain. I'm walking around on this little sandbar here as the water's running down from the Strzelecki Creek. It runs into Lake Blanche, and then Lake Blanche might also flow further down to Lake Eyre. I'm not entirely sure, but it's definitely flowing in this direction. Or this might, I don't know, I'm not sure where the water's going. But this sandbar is very misleading. It's almost like quicksand. I'm on a harder section here, but as soon as I sort of walk, oh, goes down, and then it literally it just goes back to quicksand again. Things I do for the camera. But we've got some swallows, I think, are the birds around here, or finches, probably finches, and they just love the water. As soon as there's water, life just springs up, just like these flowers. Quite amazing. So my challenge now is to get off this sandbar without sinking into it. Wherever I look, I see the Marree Man. Everywhere, pictures of the Marree Man. People are talking about the Marree Man. I see silhouettes of the Marree Man. I see brick statues of the Marree Man. Where is this Marree Man? It's everywhere. If you're going to come to Marree, you got to go find the Marree Man. But we've got beautiful sunset here, and we're going to make the most of this situation. Out with my Leica Safari, of course, doing safari type shots, and really enjoying it. Just like you know, I always say, whatever camera's in your hand is the best camera at that moment in time. So it's great to be shooting with these cameras, the Leica M10R and also the Leica M10P Safari. So yet to use the 50mm f2. I might pull that out, maybe, I don't know, somewhere. So it's mainly the 28 and the 90 that I'm using right now. So Marree was on the old Gan Railway. It was one of the last towns, stations, before Alice Springs, if not the last. And hence why there's this 2-story hotel here that we're staying in tonight. And yeah, it's a place with just incredible history and memories. Tom Cruise, you might see in the video, also was a character. He delivered the post and everything else in this region, from Marree right up to Birdsville, in the old Birdsville track, and across the salt pans and lakes and sand dunes. Incredible story. And I think this is his truck right here. Could you imagine riding shotgun in Tom Cruise's truck? Oh my goodness. I thought my troopy was rough around the guts sometimes, but you know, it's pure luxury. Imagine crossing the sand dunes, the salt pans, and this. Incredible. What a story, what a history. Or a documentary about Tom Cruise. They play it here continuously at the Marree Hotel. And yeah, I love being out in the desert, and it's moments like this where life is too short not to be doing this. Incredible. Let's go have a look at some of the trains that are here. The old Ghan Railway and the old Ghan locomotives that ran up and down from Port Augusta right up to Alice Springs. If I can get off this platform, that is. Now you hang out and you say, hey, come on, look at down the line. Casey Jones, woo-hoo. Do your toot-toot.
Toot-toot. Toot-toot. I'm putting this on video.
Let's go check out the train, the locomotive. Look at the size of this engine. Incredible, it's all engine. Massive. Imagine the rumble and the noise that this place would be making as a driver. All the switch gear, all the electricals. Huge electrical generator here. Incredible. And then into the cabin, the locomotive cabin. Oh yeah, this is, oh, that's where you used to sit. The springs aren't very nice. Okay, I have to ask my brother-in-law Tony, he's the train driver, what this is. This is the brake? Air brake? I don't know. All of these controls. Okay, well here I am. I'm driving the train. Rear vision mirror here. Nothing there right now. And other devices. This used to turn, so that was something. That used to turn, that was something. These were gauges, electrical gauges. They also did something. This is the view you'd be getting. Amazing. Looking down.
Yeah, I'm Lynn from New Zealand, and we're waiting. Oh,
And I'm Jürgen, also from New Zealand.
we're waiting to go on our arid air flight over Lake Eyre. I can't wait. Unfortunately, it's delayed.
Tell me about Marree Man.
Oh, the Marree Man, you should see. He's a real man.
I thought you were the Marree Man.
I'm Marree Man's brother.
Ah, okay.
Can't wait to meet the real Marree Man.
You know how the saying goes, we're all brothers from a different mother.
Exactly.
See ya!
Okay, see ya. Best of luck.
Oh my God. Yeah, it is. No, it's all
point updated.
Eerie.
Right. So we've found out the limitations of the drone.
Is it filming or?
It is filming, but it's very hard to do anything when the wind is this strong.
Is the bigger drone better?
Yeah, it'll handle us. But yeah, as soon as there's a bit of a wind here, it's too much for the drone. It's incredible how strong the wind is. How the weather changes. Strong winds today. I tried putting the drone up just earlier around one of the old workers' cottages that are along the old Ghan Railway. We're following now from Marree, going sort of northwest up to William Creek, following the old Ghan Railway. And there are a number of old buildings, sidings, workers' cottages, and that's where I did that filming around the drone, with the drone. But I couldn't fight the wind. It was struggling. It even got caught up in the roof rack of the car as I tried to launch it. Crazy. Anyway, we're at another feature point here in Central Australia, and this is Ferris Springs Sculpture Park. And it's a sculpture park for peace and tranquility and saving the water. This area here is also famous for a unique geographic feature which is called the Mound Springs. So artesian water goes up through the cracks and then comes up to the surface as a spring, and then it brings up all these minerals and creates a mound. It's almost like a volcano with a spring on top of the volcano. We'll see that a bit later on. But let's go check out this sculpture park and see what we can find. Marree Man? I don't know. Everything looks like a Marree Man to me now. But it's an amazing sculpture, and it looks like there's a Marree Man. Well, not Marree Man, but this statue its sculpture has its own little mini-me up there as well. In our robotic world, yes, everything's going robotic these days, isn't it? With AI, general artificial intelligence. This may become mobile in time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the museum. It's great seeing those wind chimes. It's the first time, in fact, that I've seen the wind chimes work, because there's a lot of wind today. Every other time I've been here, there's been no wind. So let's go find the Marree Man. We continue the journey. We're not far from getting there now. I've got the map. I got my old maps, my old GPS operating, so I can see exactly where I once got to and where the track is. And we're going to be following that now. And the aim is to actually drive the outline of the Marree Man, so we've got a GPS image of the Marree Man. That's the goal. So you can see there are a few track marks, so we're not the first people to come out here, and probably won't be the last. And if you've been watching this video, you might be able to work out from all the maps exactly where the Marree Man is, and you might come and visit yourself and give homage to the Marree Man. Things we do to go find the Marree Man. Yes, this is a challenging part of the track. We have to climb up this rock ledge to get to the top, and we've got some weird angles here. So anything worth doing is not going to be easy. Wow, that was exciting. Finding the track again. So that's the hardest part, is to find the track. Once you're on the track, then there's a slight detour where you have to do also. It's very hard to find that track. And if you can find this gully to actually get up, then you can get up onto the escarpment. Still very windy. And we're on the plateau here, and this is where the Marree Man is located. So we're not far away now. Have a look at this beautiful view. Alright, so I'm using an old HEMA Explorer map, and I haven't been able to get these maps anywhere else, and I'm using them in an old iPad that's, you know, approaching 15 years old or 10 years old or something like that. There is a Marree Man on a satellite image, and we are there, and we're following my track, well, my route that I managed to work out where it was, and we're going to go to the left foot of the Marree Man before we're going to drive around the perimeter, the shape of the Marree Man, to be able to get a GPS imprint of that. I'm not sure whether you can see the kangaroos are still leading us directly to the Marree Man. This is incredible. If that's not a sign, I don't know what it is. Alright, we've made it to the Marree Man, and shout out to Lynn and Jürgen. If you're up in the plains somewhere and you can see us, I'm waving to you. I know you're on a plane. Whoops. You're on a plane to see the Marree Man. So I'm standing on the left leg of the Marree Man, and the outline of the Marree Man is made by a grader. So you can see a grader has actually gone through this entire desert area to make the Marree Man. So each one of those lines, I'll step it out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 meters across is the width of the outline. That's 100 feet. And I can hear the plane somewhere up there, and they're going to be really high. That's the only way you can see the Marree Man, because the length of the Marree Man is about 4 kilometers, and it's about 3 or 4 kilometers wide, you know, if you take the longest point. All right, so this appeared, I think, late 1990s. The date will be there in the video. And how it was done, I'm not entirely sure. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know whether everybody has admitted to actually doing the Marree Man. But it was done. So whether anyone has actually driven around the Marree Man, I don't know. But if it's the first time to my video, you haven't already subscribed, then do subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That's how you support the channel. And if you've ever driven around the Marree Man, then let me know, and obviously put it in the description. But for those who haven't, that's what we're going to be doing now. Driving around the Marree Man to create a GPS print of the Marree Man in Central Australia. Lake Eyre is not far from here. We'll be going there after the Marree Man as well. Yeah, this is a special occasion, to say the least. Oh yeah. What do you think of the Marree Man?
I can't see him.
Where's the Marree Man?
Where's the Marree Man?
If you jump up high enough, you can actually see all of the Marree Man. Yeah, we're still tracing out the Marree Man. It's working out. We're at the spear now, and we're just going back along the spear on his left hand before we're heading towards his shoulder and his head. Alright, so we're just at the spear. I'm not sure if it's a spear, but I think it's a spear, where his hand is holding the spear. So we can see all the different graded tracks there. And then you'll see also my new tracks here, which is, you know, adding to the imprint of the Marree Man. And there are no other car tracks here, so possibly we're the first to do this. Not that's a great claim to fame, but anyway, it's true. There's my tracks, new tracks. Will those tracks remain? Will those tracks remain for the next 100 years? Who knows? Most likely not. So we're at a junction in tracing the Marree Man. We're going to go around where his hand is holding the spear now. I was able to find an image of the Marree Man on a t-shirt at Marree Hotel, because when we're looking at the GPS here and we look closely on his right hand, can't really tell exactly where it starts and stops, but on the t-shirt he's actually got his right hand, he's folded his hand at the elbow there with his hand across his chest. So that explains the imagery around there. But anyway, that's going to be a bit tricky driving around that, but we should be able to do it. Okay, we're doing the elbow of the right hand now, right arm, which is folded back across his chest. We've done it. We've traced the Marree Man. We've stayed inside the track, so we're reinforcing the image of the Marree Man and protecting the image. That's the main thing. So there she be. She. There he is, the Marree Man, and a little bit of a wiggle down to coming there. That's obviously the track coming in, and we're just going to go back over the same track. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and next adventure will be Lake Eyre. Okay, well, we're at Lake Eyre South, and we were expecting more water, to tell you the truth. Right now, Lake Eyre South is looking pretty dry. I have been here in the past, and we've been able to sort of walk out from the bank and then down into the water. I mean, it's still a long walk. We have to walk for 200 meters. But you know, you can have a look right now and you can see that all we see is dirt, obviously, and then salt, and then dirt and salt and salt. So there's no water anywhere here. It's just all a salt pan right now. I was here with my brother, Rob, back just before COVID, I think, or around that period. Anyway, there'll be a link to the video. And we played golf down here on the salt pan. That was a lot of fun. Yep, so a lot less water now. In fact, there's no water here in South Lake Eyre South. Alright, another unique aspect of Lake Eyre is something that you find down here below sea level called mountain springs, and it's water that's deep down in the crust of the earth here, 3 kilometers down, that gets pushed up under pressure and then gets pushed up through the cracks and creates these magnificent mountains that could be, you know, 10, 15, 20 meters high. Let's go check it out. Moment of excitement. Yes, we have made it to Lake Eyre North. It's just over the sand dune there, and we'll be walking out into the water with my Leica M10R. I've got the 90mm f2 Apo lens on that, and then I've also got the Safari M10P with the 50mm Summicron f2 lens. I haven't been using this at all so far on the trip, but today everything is far away here, so I think the 50mm is going to be perfect, and also photograph Leah, and Leah can photograph me with this lens, nice portrait lens, and the 90mm is going to sort of compress the image, and I'm planning to do a panorama as well with the 90mm lens. So alright, so the 2 cameras, no need to change lenses because they've all been set up that way. Let's go out onto the water. This is the only place that I know of on Lake Eyre, anywhere south or north, where you can set up camp and get sunset in the evening over the water, and then also get sunrise over the water. So this is a unique spot. It's a little peninsula out in Lake Eyre North. So what's so unique about this location is that it's the only place on Lake Eyre, north or south, where you get a panoramic ocean view or lake view. What do you think of the mud therapy?
Oh, it's so gooey. People pay a fortune for mud therapy.
The sensations you get in Lake Eyre are amazing. All right, well, I better grab my camera and go further into the water. And let's see how the mud therapy changes as we go.
Oh, look, this 3-footed feet. That's going to be a crocodile. 3-footed crocodile, or an emu, or some monster from Lake Eyre. Not many people venture out this deep. Let's see, if I start sinking, there'll be plenty of anxiety.
We're out of the mud. You still have to be sure-footed here because it is a little bit slippery. And now we just walk endlessly for miles into the water. We get nice clean feet this way too. And the birds are out here. Definitely does have a pungent smell, I would call it, out here. I was hoping for a nice still mirror Lake Eyre, but that might be in the morning. We've got this constant breeze coming. It's been howling a wind today, so we're lucky that it's just a breeze right now, but it's a really nice temperature. I suspect we're going to have nice warm temperature across the water here, the air temperature will be the same temperature as water. I reckon the water temperature is probably about, oh, I don't know, 18, 19, 20 degrees Celsius. Very pleasant if I say so myself. What have we got here? We can try taking another shot. I presume I got it on. Yeah, well, long focus. Yeah, over the exposed right now. It'll be nice when the sun sets down a little bit further, and all right, well, you know, let's just keep on going here and see what I can get. Well, the sun has set, but I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the light to get a bit lower, and then I can slow down the shutter speed. And I'm trying to get this this ripply water smooth. Whether I can do that. How long I have to wait for that light to drop to be able to get my shutter speed low enough? I suspect I need to go right down to about a second. We don't have many opportunities to get out to Lake Eyre for sunset. It's beautiful. The temperature is so nice, so nice.